about El Jibaro? That they planted tobacco? That they saved the town, yes, in the 1930s. Angie wanted me to let you guys know that's probably when her father was alive. I didn't say that. They said that. But in the 1930s, when our kids think we were still alive, there was a Great Depression. I remember those days. There was a Great Depression. And during that Great Depression, the town was very hungry. The people. Well, I'm Melinda Capeles, a performing artist and a member of Los Artistas del Barrio, Buffalo, as well as a teaching artist with them.
I'm Adrian, Guadalupe, also a member of Los Artistas del Barrio. I'm a multi-instrumentalist.
Yes, and we learned in the Historia del Jibaro during this camp, we took 5 days to really learn why the Jibaro was a very crucial part of our culture and why it's important for us to learn about them in the mainland as well. They preserved most of our farming, most of our historical accuracy on what we did. They preserved most of our artwork, our music, and they kept it going for us during very rough times. So I felt that it was important for everybody to know that. Also, the concept of everyone thinks of El Jibaro. Back in the day, everyone used to think, oh, they're just some silly people and things like that. Very bad misconceptions. But learning through this time, we learned that they were activists. They were monumental to like preserving most of our farm work. They also, during the 1930s and Depression, they helped us learn community feeding, which is where you grow and feed communities. Resilience. What else? Like, anyway, there's so much that the Jibaro encompasses for us, and I think it's very important that here in the mainland, we do know about them.
It's about roots, especially with people this young. They need to know how deep their roots go, directly to identity in terms of who they are. That they're not less, that they're not, I guess, different, because at the root level, we all have the same needs, we all have the same wants. Our expressions are unique, and that's what I as a musician wanted to connect with. At their root level, how those expressions can be unique to each one of them. And we saw that with each one of the kids.
Yes, as they shared the story, you would see their grandparents go, I used to do that. Oh my God. Oh, my grandmother used to do that. Oh my goodness. And the communication started having, there was a big connection between generations and learning where you're from and who you are. And I thought that was so great about this week. I also thought that what's great about this week is they learned the importance of investing into their art. For example, this first week, we learned about theater performance, we learned about dance, we learned about taste, we learned about studying a culture, and the next week they're learning how to put that concept into artwork. So they're going to make porcelain figures, they're going to make ceramics, they're going to make paintings, how the skirt flowed, what did they inspire, what were the colors you saw, what was the history that you learned, what inspired within you. So I'm very excited about this, and I'm so honored that we got these kids to sit here.